Morning, family and friends, brothers and sisters. Sergeant OCD here. I'm back in my shop. So, my OCD bag, my OCD, my that's funny. My EDC bag is wearing out. It's starting to fall apart, and it's still a good bag. But if I carry it every day, it's probably only going to last me another year. We might not have a year, but anyway, I'm going to change that over to my foraging bag because I really didn't have one. I was using this bag here as foraging, but I just couldn't carry everything in it, so it became more of like a scouting bag. Basically, I have the 10 C's in there and binoculars. Okay, but I wanted to set this up right. Um, watching Ranger Andrew and Corporal Kelly, go light or go home. So I need this bag to be light because my cutting materials or my cutting instruments are heavy. This is a heavy knife, and I'm going to be wearing my belt or my side pouch, and that's got everything in it. But what if I get separated? What if this pack gets caught on a limb and a bear is chasing me and it gets separated? The only thing my side pouch doesn't have is a container, which I have a container here that's on this pack, so I'm going to have to deal with it. My biggest fear is going out into the wilderness. Now, I tell everybody where I'm going, and I take a picture of the coordinates and I send it to whoever, my granddaughter, my wife, or whoever, and just so they can give that to the police and say, okay, he was in this location. And then, of course, you know me, I'm covert. I'm not signaling. I don't carry signaling devices, no mirrors. My backpack, actually, my hiking pack does have a mirror, and I don't carry red panels. But I think in my first aid kit I have a red bandana. So I'm not gonna buy a big 3x3 panel just in case. I'm pretty good at starting fires, so believe me, if they see a fire started in the woods, in the forest, they're gonna come and find me. So anyway, so I'm pondering what I want to put in here. Will I need repel off or repel whatever, insect repellent? Will I need sunscreen? This is both off. Anyway, will I need sunscreen? Will I need hand sanitizer? Maybe to help me start a fire. But let's go through what the 10 C's I want to put in, and then we'll see what we can add. Okay? I'm going to work my way around, and hopefully I can count to 10. So we've got a candle, which is 1. We've got cutting, which is 2. We've got combustible, which is 3. Cordage, compass, cover, 6. A container, 7. Cotton, which is 8. And then we've got cargo tape and a cargo needles in here. So other than these on this, that's pretty minimal. But this is too bulky, so I would want to do something like put cargo tape on a lighter. Now, you see I have this disabled here. So Corporal Kelly was trying just to get a spark out of this, just to light his propane stove. So he did this, and I figured, hey, look, I'll throw a little bit more cordage on it, so I've got more cordage. And then in my fire kit, I have ferrocerium rod, some char material, some fat wood, kind of, and I say kind of because it's not. I have not found true fat wood, and then I have a Fresno lens in there for a solar powered fire. The other thing I like to carry with me is mints. Now, in here is my old favorite, cotton balls with petroleum jelly. And then my wife bought me these this year. They're magnesium pellets. So put them in a pile, hit it with a ferrocite rod. I haven't tried them yet, so I want to try them. But I came up with this idea from the dollar store. Before it went to 125 store, I got 6 of these for $1, 5 or 6 of these for $1, and 2 of these for $1. So I could keep shavings and all kinds of stuff in there if I wanted to, which I have a whole bag of shavings. Anyway, the other thing is that I'll probably still keep is a multi-tool. Now, on my bag itself, I do have a machete, and I do have a digging tool. So I probably can dump my E-trencher and my small axe. The only other thing I have in there, it doesn't have to do with any of, well, it does. So I have another dandelion digging tool I could probably get rid of. I've got a saw in case I need to make stuff, and then I have a wand for metal detecting. Like I said, this is going to kind of be a dual purpose for this. And then I've got bags like this. They're laundry bags that I can put morels in, and then I've got plastic bags and other bags, and I got a big laundry bag in there from the military. And then I've got a bladder in here too, if I can get it out. Once you get this thing in, I got to get it out to water it. Oh, the tube is messed up. So I got a bladder in here too. So that's 70 liters, which is, I don't know. I think it's, can't remember what 70 liters is. I'll put it up there. But so I've got all that, and I've got the 10Cs. But do I need anything extra? Okay. Think about what I'm doing. This is a day pack. So I might want to have a tea light candle just in case I have to put the poncho over me and keep me warm and it's raining. I made these waterproof matches. I sealed them and then made them waterproof. I sealed them with fingernail polish, made them waterproof, but that's too big. So I found these, and I kind of like the size of them. It's got a striker on the top, just for an emergency fire, and that's real good when it's wet. So I'm probably going to throw those in there too. You see how much space they take up? I mean, you could, I just, thought of this, but you could say, okay, I'm only going to take stuff that, fills up a bandana. So I could take bleach to purify water. I could purify it in this. I could take, I got 2 things of bleach there. I got iodine. I could put iodine in there, and I may want to do that because I get cut all the time, which is why we're going to go into our first aid kit. Oh, I got 2 kits here. And then I got vinegar because I get burned, but I'm probably going to just go with the iodine because I do cut myself. That's what this is getting ready to be built, is a first aid kit. So in that matter, I might want to go ahead and stick some Purell in there to sanitize my hands. Okay. Bug spray, I'm definitely going to do that. Now, this is something that people don't think about. High protein snack, I'm going to do that because sometimes I get out there and I'm just dragging on the way back. Um, you know, I'm a little older. I started doing this too late in my age because I had to raise one child and then a grandchild. So um, I broke these out of one of those cheap little um, virtual reality thing that you hook your phone to. So I'm going to see how they work. Um, but do I want a headlamp? Well, I definitely don't want this one because it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So I'm actually going to fix that, I think. Try to anyway. But do I need my fishing kit? Now underneath here, I didn't have the audio on when I was videoing it before. I have fishing line and I have snare wire. So underneath here is that, and then I've got 3 leaders, or 3 hooks, and 2 weights, and a wow, I'll show you. I call these leaders, but they're not. And I've got a couple of weights in there. Where's my other weight? Probably fell out. Yeah. So I do this just because you know, I built I guess they call it a poor boy's fishing rod, where you just wrap fishing line around the stick. Yeah, I just want to go a little more, so I can kind of utilize this for a bunch of things. So, you know, this is my lifeline to eat, trapping, fishing, and the duct tape to help start fires. So I might want to consider making one of these. You know, I could give you dimensions, but you can go on with your own self. Make it as big or small as you want. So I do want to go to this first aid kit here. So when you buy knuckle bandages, they give you these. Okay, I throw a couple of those in. I would throw a couple of knuckle bandages in as well. Most of mine have 2 or 3, but like I said, it's a day kit. I do have some alcohol swabs around here somewhere. I just can't seem to find them. And then I buy these Band-Aids, these little small ones. I don't use them hardly for anything. So I don't even stick them in my case. Now some of them I have Neosporin in here and tweezers. I suggest you do that too. Oh, here's kind of like a little kit too. These things, I suggest you put at least, you know, a couple of them in. I put 4 of them in, and I'll tell you why. Oh, there's some alcohol pads right there. I'll tell you why, because I cut this last week with one of my new knives, and it was deep, and I put one of these across there, and it looks like just a little scrape like this one. So that thing really worked. And if you still need a place for your Fresnel lens, you could always put one in there. You could put anything you want in there. That's all I'm going to put in this one for now. And I always mark these with a first aid cross, normally in red, but I don't know what my red pen is right now. So you don't have to carry it, you know, but this is one of the things I want to carry. I mean, it's light, and I can use the tin for char material if I need to. I may be able to stick other things in there, you know, but do it the way you want to do it. Now everything's going to go into the pack that I want to bring, and I'm going to set these up. So incidentally, in my hiking pack, I have these 3. I have white vinegar, bleach, and iodine, because I am always going to need this scouting pack I don't really need, because I take it on, I dump it, I put it on, I dump it. You know, I'm pretty covert in this area that I go, for reasons that nobody really knows right now. So the other thing I have in here is I have these little fishing kits that I built. You could throw one of them in there, but once you start putting weights in there, it gets heavy. So, you know, consolidate it to one of these. It's a little lighter. Anyway, I'm going to get out to the field. God bless you. All right. Take care. Ready to go. Guys, got my backpack load. Got it cinched up tight. It's nice and comfortable. Got my side pack on. It's cinched up tight, nice and comfortable. So this trek is normally around 4 miles. So hopefully I come back with some good things like morels. You know, I normally carry this knife with me. I don't need it with all these other knives on me, you know. I did end up dumping this knife just because I have Grace on my side. I always have Grace on my side, but if I can get her out, it's my favorite. I like the way it clicks in there, so hopefully I don't lose that today. Like I said, I got a stuff on the side. I've got my shetty. I think my shetty's on this side, and then my digging tool on that side. So anyway, hopefully I can find what I need to find. If not, you know, another great experience out there. But I've got my GoPro on, and I'm going to be filming from there. God bless you. My first time there. Haha, I knew it. So these guys, I didn't know what they were, and when I found them, the fruit was, could be green, could be yellow. Anyway, when I found them, get this down on there, they're Mayapples, and I heard the fruit's very good, but if you catch it at the wrong time, you get poisoned. So that was an adventure. I didn't find any mushrooms, and I didn't, I don't know, I just didn't find any. So what I did, scrape a little bit of cedar off of the cedar tree, obviously, and some of this extra stuff was coming out. So it's always good to have a bag to put all that stuff in. This was just convenient for me. So I'm going to be able to, you know, put that in a kit. And I mean, I could put it in this one and add to my fire making capability. But I found this mushroom, and this is called Chaga. Now, what I hear you do, and I've seen it, is, oh, I even got a bug. I might take it out with this lens. Incidentally, lens pops right out. I found that out when I was putting the lens in the kit. But and it is sunny today. I should glue the lens onto there. That would be cool. Yeah. Anyway. Try to get a little bit of dust. Go to the back side knife. Piece of little
small. This is my first piece of chaga I was able to get. Most of the time that I find chaga, it's 20 or 30 feet up in the air. This one was right at my level, and I only got like a quarter of it. So there is actually medicinal uses for this too. So I'm gonna take this camera out. I don't know if you can see this, but that's an ember.
God bless you. Take care, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.